What do you desire? Money and wealth, glory, honor and pride, authority and power, revenge, or something that transcends all of them? Whatever you desire is in here. Tower of God. You want girlfriend climb to top of tower, whatever your wish it come true like Aladdin. Jenny. Back to topic. The series opens in a dark and mysterious cavern, with a boy, who is carrying a cleaver on his back while pursuing a girl. Once he catches her, they both fall onto the ground and they take a second to catch their breath. He then asks the girl where she is going and she answers, "I'm going to climb the tower." She asks the boy, who is called Bomb, to forget about her and let her be reborn. A strange light emerges, wrapping itself around her body, which makes the girl smile. Bomb pleads with the girl, who is called Rachel, not to go, but it is to no avail. The ground they are laying on is revealed to be a large door, which opens beneath them, with both Bomb and Rachel getting sucked in. As they are getting sucked in, Bomb yells out that he will follow her forever. When Bomb opens his eyes, he finds himself in a large cavern covered in carvings, with only a weak light emanating from the torches on the walls. The rabbit-like creature holding a staff or wand appears, greets Bomb and saying that it has been a while since he has had a guest. He introduces himself as the Head-On, the guardian of the first floor of the tower. He then asks for the Bomb's name, which Bomb gives as 25th Bomb, as it was the day he was born. Bomb can mean knight or chestnut in Korean. Head-On remarks on the name being difficult to call and decides to just call him Bomb, remarking on his name sounding delicious. Head-On asks Bomb why he entered the tower. Bomb says that he followed a girl there and asks Head-On if he had seen a blonde girl passing by. Head-On does not answer his question but says that everything a person could want is placed at the top of the tower. However, to continue climbing, individuals must take a series of tests administered on each floor. The test that Head-On prepared is the ball test. Bomb must evade a white steel eel and pop the large ball located in its cage. Head-On tries to discourage him from taking the test due to its immense difficulty, but Bomb steels himself and charges forward nonetheless. Head-On snickers and say, "Welcome to the tower, Bomb." Here is same situation why always boy chase girls. A gray-haired man is chasing after a woman down a staircase, while yelling the name Lady Yuri, which indicates she is nobility. The man asks Yuri why is traveling down to Head-On's floor, pleading with her to answer. Yuri answers that she wants to see the new irregular that she has been told about. The man is shocked that there is a new irregular, claiming it is game-changing news. Yuri says that the test will begin in a couple minutes and to the man's dismay she intends to watch the test. The man claims that it is dangerous, but Yuri just tells him that it will be fun and to not worry about it. They arrive on the roof above the test area and they spot Head-On and Bomb, with the man hoping Head-On does not notice them. However, she is disappointed when she sees Bomb, since he does not seem special to her. Yuri asks for the man, who is called Evan, for his opinion as a guide. Evan states that he does not feel the same strength coming from Bomb as he did from Yuri and doubts that he will be able to beat the white steel eel. Evan feels like Head-On might be a bit too hard on Bomb, which makes them think Head-On is doing this to scare Bomb off. Yuri takes a liking to Bomb, contemplating whether to help him or not, as irregulars have always brought chaos to the tower. As Bomb charges forward despite the risk, she jumps down to him. Despite Evan telling her not to, she stops Bomb from running towards the steel eel by kicking him in the face. Yuri asks if he has a death wish, but she quickly realizes that he cannot understand her, which means that he has not received a pocket. She then accuses Head-On of purposefully not giving him a pocket, but Head-On claims he just forgot. Yuri then makes Evan give Bomb an A-grade pocket, which he pulls out of his bag and gestures towards Bomb. Despite not understanding what they are saying, Bomb reaches for the strange ball presented to him, which bursts and allows Bomb to understand Yuri and Evan. Evan introduces himself and Yuri to Bomb as rankers. Evan then explains some of the features of the pocket to Bomb, among them is the translation feature and being able to turn the pocket invisible. Yuri accuses Head-On of forcing Bomb out due to him being an irregular, by giving him a way too difficult task. Head-On disagrees with Yuri, which he calls princess, as he feels it is an appropriate difficult task for an irregular. Yuri still asks Head-On to make the test easier for Bomb, since Bomb is not strong like all the other irregulars. Head-On still disagrees, but is willing to let Yuri give Bomb the Black March, Here come an overpowered weapon to arm back to topic, which was bestowed to her by the king. Although she is surprised by this suggestion, she agrees to give him the weapon. However, before she gives it to him, she asks who he is and whether he has the resolve to climb the tower despite the risks involved. Bomb introduces himself and says he will go up the tower despite the possibility of death. This was a good enough answer for Yuri, and she lends him the Black March to much protest from Evan. Evan is worried that if the king finds out she will be executed, but it does not change Yuri's mind. Bomb initially is hesitant to accept the offer, but eventually agrees and thanks Yuri for the help, promising to return the needle. Evan asks why she did this and if she really believes an irregular can change the tower, but Yuri says she simply took a liking to the boy. Meanwhile, Bomb enters the steel eel's cage and begins the test. Here comes some backflash. Bomb remembers back to when he was in a cavern, where Rachel was his star. She taught him how to speak, about the outer world, the warmth of humans, and she gave him a reason to live. Since he was born, he had lived in darkness, never knowing how laying beneath the night sky. However, when he met Rachel, the darkness above became a beautiful night sky. Thinking about this gives him the resolve he needs to face the white steel eel, as he fears to lose Rachel more than death. As Yuri and Evan watches on, Yuri asks Evan whether Bomb can win. Evan responds by saying the difference in strength between Bomb and the eel is too big and Bomb can only hope for a miracle. He deduces that Bomb could beat the eel by letting it eat him and then stabbing it in the tongue, but to do so a person would have to be completely insane. Evan does not share this insight, as even if he told Bomb about this solution it would not change anything, since you need an extreme resolve to go through with such a plan. It is obvious to Evan that Bomb would just try to outrun the eel, yet Bomb actually lets the eel swallow him, much to Evan and Yuri's surprise. Yuri tries to go and save him, but Evan stops her, telling her that this is the solution. Bomb manages to stun the eel, run towards the ball, and then stab it. Yuri, seeing the absurd solution to the task, asks head-on whether the real purpose of the test was to see if Bomb had the courage, determination, and judgment needed to climb the tower, to which head-on replies that it could be interpreted that way. However, when Bomb stabs the ball with the Black March, it does not pop. Worse yet, the eel is recovering. Yuri is distressed by this and frantically asks head-on what on earth he's doing, which ball would not pop to the Black March. Head-on just smirks and replies, "It's a very well-made ball." After stabbing the ball, Bomb notices that it makes no difference, as the ball doesn't pop. Yuri questions head-on whether he intended on forcing Bomb to give up or not and yells at Bomb to stop taking the test. He refuses and continues his attempts to pop the ball, even to the point of breaking his cleaver. After a while, the white steel eel regains consciousness and begins its attack again. Yuri moves to drag Bomb out of the area, but Evan suggests another way, begging Black March to ignite. Yuri, who can't ignite Black March herself, is dubious of the method. The Black March is noted as a tomboy that is difficult to handle, but Evan believes in Bomb. Bomb closes his eyes and starts begging the Black March for help in climbing the tower. Bomb meets with Black March, who takes the form of a young woman with long flowing blonde hair and pointy ears. The Black March asks him why he's climbing the tower, whether it is for money, power, or glory. Bomb says he's climbing to find Rachel, which prompts Black March to wonder who or what Rachel is. However, Bomb clarifies that Rachel is his old friend. She is as marvelous as precious jewels or the most beautiful girl in the world. Rachel is a tomboy, who makes jokes and can be deceitful, but she is someone precious to him. And if he finds her, he does not need to climb the tower anymore. The Black March claims he is boring, but she accepts his request nonetheless, also noting that she likes Bomb's face. Black March ignites, much to Yuri's surprise and annoyance, prompting her to exclaim that Black March is sexist, preferring cute boys to other women. However, the situation seems to go out of control as the ball absorbs Bomb before making him disappear. Yuri, in shock, asks head-on what happened to Bomb, with answering that Bomb got what he wanted since he passed the test and reached the next floor. However, he left with the Black March, and now Yuri and Evan have to find Bomb and reclaim the needle. After they leave, head-on, seemingly alone, makes a few short statements. Meanwhile, Yuri is stomping off, angry at head-on for forcing her to go after Bomb and at Black March for running away with a stranger, but she notices Evan being silent and asks him what he is thinking about. Evan reveals that he has been thinking about Bomb and whether he was like Bomb when he entered the tower, which Yuri jokingly responds with him looking different. Evan continues with openly pondering if Bomb will change, as there are many things in the tower that can distract him from his pursuit of Rachel. Evan reveals that he no longer remembers why he entered the tower anymore and asks if Bomb will change like this too. Bomb will change and become just like us. Yuri puts Evan in a chokehold asking what he means by us, before asking where Bomb went. After recovering from the chokehold, he responds by saying that Bomb most likely went to the Evankel's floor. Yuri says that Evankel's floor is a bit dangerous, but that does not stop her. They have to break into the floor as they are not allowed there, but before they leave for Evankel's floor, Yuri tells Evan that he has not changed. Not wanting to leave on a somber note, Yuri makes fun of him for being short, something he is naturally as a silver dwarf. He. Bomb, dwelling upon his memories involving Rachel after passing head-on's test, regains consciousness due to a blaring speaker overhead, informing him that he was on the second floor, Evankel's floor. Apparently, Evankel's floor is dubbed the floor of test, and deems whether or not one is strong enough to climb the tower. The first test involves lowering the total number of participants within the test, a total of 400, to just 200 by any means. The 200 remaining participants would then pass and proceed to the next test. As Bomb attempts to comprehend the situation, he is attacked by a masked swordsman. Bomb manages to dodge several blows, and then the swordsman is killed by an archer. Just as the archer is about to shoot Bomb, she is shot by a sniper. As Bomb is saved and makes his escape, he encounters a giant hippo-like creature. The scene moves on and focuses on another guy with blue hair with blue bangs, as he takes down a four-armed red man and saying, "Isn't there anyone worthy enough to go up with?" The chapter starts with an unknown crocodile-like creature surveying the battlefield atop a hill and deciding on a prey. He notices two entities in particular: a green lizard-like girl with an oppressively strong weapon, and Bomb, noting that Bomb's weapon was similar to the girl's. Continuing from the previous chapter, Bomb is preparing to strike a humongous gray creature when he's stopped by a blue-haired guy, who comments on Bomb's poor stance. He then proceeds to explain that the creature standing before Bomb was docile and questions him about his background, which Bomb declines to explain. Feeling that he wasn't going to get anywhere with the questions, the guy leaves, only to be stopped by the unknown crocodile-like creature. At first, he mistakenly thought of Rak as Bomb's pet, calling him an alligator in the process. The crocodile introduced himself to be Rak Wraithrazor, and identified his intention, to hunt Bomb and fight his weapon. The white-haired guy then proceeds to leave, saying it wasn't any of his business, but came back to rescue Bomb as Rak closes in. After a successful hit, the two proceed to run away from Rak. Another battle is about to unfold in another part of the test area, pitting a swordsman against the green lizard-like girl. All of a sudden, for almost no reason, a guy wearing purple sweats appears in between and is caught in their fierce fight, though they pay no attention to him. Rak is searching for Bomb and the blue-haired man soon introduces himself as Kun Aguero Agnes. After learning that Bomb possesses the Black March, Kun decides that Bomb would make a worthy ally and decides to climb the tower together with him. Meanwhile, Rak is raging up a storm, calling them turtles. Rak rampages after Kun and Bomb, who are hiding behind a nearby rock, demanding that they fight him. Kun looks over to his pocket's timer to see the time limit of the test is nearly up. An announcement rings out overhead, over the scenes of the reptilian girl and swordsman fighting and Kun and Bomb smiling, and signifies the end of the test, as well as warning the remaining regulars that if they continue fighting they will be disqualified. This causes the girl and swordsman to immediately sheathe their weapons, much to their onlookers' relief. The announcer goes on to congratulate the survivors and tells them the next test will be starting immediately. The rules are given. Make 2 of the remaining participants, buddies, to form a team of 3 within 5 minutes. This appalls Kun and Bomb as they realize they have to team up with Rak. The man in the jumpsuit also doesn't like the prospect of joining the 2 combatants he was watching. The regulars are told they must be in physical contact with their teammates at the end of the 5 minutes. Kun analyzes this situation as, make a friend out of your enemy. In his reverie, the man in the jumpsuit reveals his name, Ship Lisu. Ship plucks up the courage to ask the two fighters into a group, only to find the two have already made up, introducing themselves as Hatsu and Anik, and are completely oblivious of Ship's presence. When Kun approaches Rak with the proposal of teaming up, he simply laughs at them, labeling them as mere prey. Kun retorts with the threat of killing him instead within the next minute. Just as the two are about to clash, Bomb interrupts, asking Rak what the hunt he speaks of is. Rak explains, spurring Bomb on to confront him with the ultimatum of allowing Rak to hunt him, but with his weapon cast aside. This infuriates and confounds Rak, making him more vulnerable to Kun's persuasion. However, Rak strikes out with his spear, releasing a flurry of attacks on Kun, who blocks with his bag. Bomb and Kun are left to resort with grabbing Rak at the last minute when the time limit is fulfilled. The spear lances towards Bomb's eye, but is deflected by Kun's knife just before contact. The two then rush at the large Rak and grip onto his arm and neck, granting them access to the next test. The chapter starts off with the teams of regulars having just been transported to Evankel's carrier. All the regulars take some time to converse and look around at the competition. Meanwhile, Ship Lisu brags about his imaginary, killer arts, as Rak gets agitated because Bomb and Kun still haven't let go of his hands. The red-headed regular that Dede Kancho got into a fight with in the previous test grabs him and abuses him about slicing off his arm. Dede keeps his cool and insults the red-headed regular, which provokes him to attack, though he is held back by his teammates. Luro Aro then enters and quells the argument by simply announcing that he is the test examiner. Bomb thinks Luro Aro is amazing, to which Kun agrees, since he is also a ranker. Luro Aro grabs the attention of all the rankers and announces his test. He proceeds to create a barrier by compressing the Shinsu in the room, knocking all of the regulars back. Afterwards, he describes the test. Each team must pass through the Shinsu barrier. Surprisingly, though, Bomb wasn't pushed back by Luro Ro's barrier, and is standing in front of it, alone. Bomb asks Luro Ro if he should go through the barrier to pass the test, to which Luro Ro says no. The ranker and several other regulars begin to wonder what kind of monster entered the test with them. That it for today video. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe.